Today I'm going to present the integration of ERPnext to EFRIS. We have done a number of things to ensure the service moves on well. We have integrated all the modules from creating items to the specific end. I'll begin with creating an item. To create an item, of course, usually it's easy to create an item in ERPnext. You click new, and then you put the item you're actually creating. So I will call this EFRIS testing presentation item. So this is our item, and I will just want to do something here. In EFRIS, we have two operation types. We have operation 1 to add to EFRIS and 102 to edit. So we've done that already. And then I'll choose that category ID to handle, because EFRIS gives us category IDs that are specific to it. The item groups I will drop in that, and I will use the default unit of measure as that. I'll put the evaluation rate as maybe 7,000 shillings, and the standard rate to be 8,000 shillings. And that's all, as simple as that. And I'll create the item. One thing I haven't done, of course, I have to create click is EFRIS to have that sent to EFRIS. It will tell me, thank you, your item has been created in EFRIS. When I come here in the our offline enabler, we have pointed it to a public IP. We see a success of 8130. And when we go to EFRIS directly in the management system, and we check in goods service configuration, we shall be able to see our item there. And this is the item. It's called testing presentation item. At the moment, of course, we don't have any stock of it. It's as easy as that. There is no hassle in handling that. I will go ahead and purchase stock for that specific item. I will go to stock, and I will do a purchase invoice for that specific item. I will create new, and I will choose a supplier, yosu.com, and I will say EFRIS. I will update stock. Choose my specific warehouse, which is actually stores. Just as we do it in URA, in EFRIS here. So I will choose the testing presentation item, and maybe I am purchasing it at 7,000 shillings. I'm purchasing 50 units. I'm bringing them here. I will save that, and I will submit. Immediately the item is created. Thanks, your item has been created. Sorry, it has been added. When we come to the T1, we refresh here, we see that the T131 is updated. When we go to EFRIS, remember that item had no stock. And when we come here to check how much of that is there, we can come to stock inquire, and we check how much of that is there. As you can see, we have 50 of them right now in the EFRIS portal system. We shall go back again to our management system, and now I want us to do a stock adjustment. Assuming some of this that was brought, we are now going to do a sell, which is our core. We shall come to sales invoice and click sales invoice and click new. I will choose that, and I will choose a customer. This is my customer. The payment due date is there. And in this customer, we shall choose our warehouse stores. The item we are choosing from is testing presentation item. It gives us the pricing. We are going to sell 3. We expect EFRIS to remain with 47. I will just check a few things here. And anyway, before I click easy freeze, I will save this item. And if I'm to check on, I expect everything to be okay here. I will click easy freeze, save it. Oh, the reason it has not worked is because I did not add the taxes. So when I add the taxes, I am able to see the taxes section handled. I'll try to save it again. Immediately I add taxes, it automatically sends to EFRIS. Thank you, your invoice has been sent to EFRIS. So when we come back to, I will submit this. Immediately I submit, I can be able to make a print. We have 2 print factors here. We have created a specific print for EFRIS so that it can bring the QR code, the verification code, and also the original invoice number from EFRIS. So it returns it back to ERPnext. This is core for URA, and this. I'm not sure whether this is very core, but we shall ask. But for now, we have made it in that way. When you go back to the system, we've been able to send. We have sold 3. When we go to URA and we perhaps do a small search, we find out that we have 47. Assuming our customer came back and said, no, I want to do a return, and I created a return of only 1. So I create a return of 1 item as per the standard. So I will save this. Before that, I have to organize my return. Check it. Thanks, your return request for this invoice to EFRIS. So when we check, the first thing is that the return goes as a return request to EFRIS. That means it has to be requested. When you check, this is a success. And when we come here to EFRIS system, and we check on the credit memos, we find out that we've just done a credit memo right now. Gross amount is 8,000, and this should be the one because it's here. Let me have a view of it. FDN is that. So as you can see, the testing presentation item is actually 1, and it has been sent. However, as you know, with the standard of returns, it must remain in pending status. So until the pending status is approved, you are not actually allowed to submit this. So the status, the other side, has to be approved, because that status has to actually come here. It has to come here from URA. So it will actually come here. So with the returns, it's really worked on well. When we go back, assume, now let me just come here and we check on our stock inquiry for our specific item. Okay, so we still have 47 because the return has not been approved. Yes, assuming some of the products expired and you're having challenges with the expired products, we shall do a stock adjustment using stock transfer. We have made the formula easy using a stock entry. So when you come here and you say material transfer, we assume that the adjustment type is maybe damaged goods. You are transferring these goods to a store so we assume every company has a damaged goods store before they are issued out. So you transfer them to a damaged store first. Let me assume that damaged store is finished goods. Or you are issuing out, you are going to issue them out, but first transfer them to that specific store. Remove them from this main store. So we are transferring this. In EFRIS, it will make an adjustment that actually these goods were damaged, but this way you have transferred them to the finished goods and you are going to issue them out from that side. So you will transfer from stores to this, and we are transferring we are transferring our testing item platform, testing presentation, and then we are transferring 7 of them. So we expect to have 40 the other side. So when I save and submit, excellent. So I'll be able to go back to, when I check here, it has given me a success of 8131. And when I go to EFRIS, I should be able to see stock that has reduced by 7. And we have 40 here. And that's how it actually works. We have made the solution very easy. When we come, we have created a custom app. We called it URA EFRIS. Whereby you can drop in your settings here, which makes it very easy. As you can see, you just put your company TIN, your device number, the offline device number, and the URL. So this public IP to that. So it becomes very easy to handle work and to send in information to that specific area. I am very thrilled and for the VOC team to integrate URA with Frappe ERPnext, and it's a complete solution. It's really complete. It has anything that you think you want us to add, we can add, but for now, those are the core that actually URA asks. Thank you very much. Be blessed.